You're watching News Desk. Now, over 500 pupils of the Kperisi MA primary school in the Wa municipality of the Upper West region are without furniture. The pupils lie prostrate on the dirty bare floor to write and take lessons with implications for their health. With ventilation and visibility in the classrooms also very poor, the pupils are compelled to congregate on the bare floor right in front of the blackboard, leaving the teacher with limited space to move about. Authorities and pupils of the school are appealing to government and other benevolent organizations to come to their aid. Here's a report by Rafiq Salam.
Class 1 pupils of Kperisi MA primary school marched into their classroom with beaming smile and excitement. Their excitement was however cut short when they were asked by their teacher to sit for the day's lesson to begin. Only 2 of the 56 pupils in this classroom can boast of a table and a chair. They were bought by their parents. The rest has to depend on the dirty bare floor here. The fortunate ones have the walls of the classroom to lean on with their legs stretched, thereby inconveniencing their colleagues who sit in front of them. In that case, the teacher is able to move with cheeky ease. The situation is however different when they are given class exercise to do. They lie prostrate on the bare floor like packed sardines with their books in front of them while they do the class exercise. Hardly could a teacher get an inch of space to walk through to supervise the class exercise. Diedon Rosina is the headmistress of the Kperisi MA primary school.
The teachers cannot move because they are all lying down. When the teacher even move and don't take time, the teacher will fall. So the teacher work is very difficult. And a very effective teacher need to walk around when children are working. And looking at the children, you see that lazy children will be at the back and they are playing while the rest are learning. So, in effect, the learning, there's no effective learning in the P1 and at the lower primary level.
Obviously, a very worrying situation. Early on the AM show this morning, we called up the municipal chief executive of the Wa municipality, Nuhu Putiaha. You'd love to listen to what he said.
Konjahe wasn't having a school. We've now created a 6-unit classroom block, and they are having. Chigli wasn't having a school. We created a 6-unit classroom block with even JSS block. They are there. So the congestion at Kperisi now has gone down, and much work has been done. And if you go to all these places, you see new furniture being provided. So this issue of some people lying in their stomachs is something that we have to look at.
So apart from Kperisi, the situation is peculiar to other schools as well, where pupils would have to lie on the floor?
No, it's not so. And even Kperisi, I doubt what I'm seeing. But I know most of the classes, they have furniture. And that is the case, I can tell you.
Is there a possibility that our correspondent went to the school and so may have concocted or perhaps dramatized for the pupils?
No, what I mean is that I have personally been to the school and I visited the classroom, and almost all of them were having furniture.
When was the last time you visited the school, sir?
I think that should be about a month ago.
And a month on, we've been there, and the pupils in some of the classrooms, according to our correspondent, not all the classrooms.
To all the entire Kashmir area. And that is, Kperisi in particular have had several developments. The nursing school that was operating in the hospital, we have relocated to a permanent site in Kperisi and given full projects. The chief's compound, we are currently doing so much. We built a nurses' quarters there. We are building a maternity ward. We are about to make it a polyclinic in the municipality. The roads have been tarred. Kperisi Nyagale has been tarred. A number of interventions that have. The water situation has improved. Almost all the communities have had boreholes drilled and mechanized. If you go to Kperisi, you see some mechanized boreholes. A number of the situation there, as far as the Better Ghana agenda transformation is concerned, has been massive.
Nobody is disputing how the Better Ghana agenda is influencing the lives of people. but it's because at a certain point in time we have to prioritize. Do you provide furniture for a school that doesn't have, or you go and build a new one and provide furniture?
We build and provide furniture. Even the old ones, we provide furniture. You can go to Presby and other schools. We have provided furniture to them in the municipality.
But clearly,
the authorities can attest to that.
But clearly, it looks like Kperisi, some of the classrooms don't have furniture.
That's one I have to cross-check again. But the last time I got there, I think most of the classrooms were having furniture.
My colleague is here, Mama Vio Uswabwaji. I don't know whether you watch her channel very often, and she's on the show with me.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, first of all, for agreeing to speak to us. I don't know if you are watching whilst you're talking, because we've actually got pictures to show. Our correspondent just didn't do a voice recording. We've got videos showing these children lying on their stomachs, learning and writing. So if you say that you doubt, the reports, I don't quite
get it. What I am telling you is that I visited there, and most of the classrooms had furniture about a month ago.
Of course, you have the opportunity to have your say on Joy News Interactive, which comes up right after this. But before I go, why don't we take a look at the headlines? After 2 years of being homeless, residents of Ajay Kujo in the Tema West area have been given back their homes, but they say that is obviously not enough. We brought you all angles of the conversation. On President Mahama's address in Parliament yesterday, we paid attention to energy and health, doing some great analysis on that. And of course, for all lovers of football, our eyes are on Zurich, Switzerland, the place where some 207 delegates from around the world will be choosing the next FIFA president. Who succeeds? Sepp Blatter. There will be more update here on Joy News. You've got to stay with us. But if you want to have your say, of course you can. In the meantime, you can log on to myjoyonline.com for all the latest news. Bring in your comments, whatever you want to touch on, of course, on Joy News Interactive. For now, though, I have to say goodbye. Thank you for your company. My name is Mama Vio Uswabwaji.